So what I have here is one of those Rock cheap 1400 watt sand polisher, which does a basic job, which isn't too bad. But I've came up with a fault where it kept cutting out on me intermittently, and I couldn't really work out what it was. But it turns out that where what have we got here? Where this little connection ties on into the unit, there's a dicky wire in here, so I'm going to cut the wire here, cut it here, resolder that together, and then see how she goes. So to get this apart, basically this unit here simply screws over the top with 2 long Phillips, 4 short Phillips, and on the end, which I took off as well, which I actually didn't need to take this off, but if you have a look, there's 4 big screws, Phillips, simple Phillips that go in there. However, when you pull this out, be aware that when you pull this out, that just slides in there, that the brushes go onto here, which are in there. You probably can't see that well, or maybe. The 2 brushes are on springs, and they come in from either side on here. So to get this back in, what's going to actually have to happen is to lever somehow those brushes back up so that they can slide on either side of this again. So I really didn't need to take this off, and in hindsight I shouldn't have, but just be aware that that's the case if you do pull that apart. So I'll get to soldering that on. So to get the front end back on with the shaft and the motor, this spring is on either side, so I had to unclip both sides, so pull that away, and then I actually got a very tiny screwdriver and lifted the spring up off the brushes on either side, pushed the brushes aside, and then wiggled and jiggled it in position into the right alignment, and then put the springs back, which was quite fiddly, but we got there all right, and it's on. So not too bad really, quite a simple design, easily accessible. Just a little bit fiddly on those brushes.